This on my work computer because it works a lot better than stuff I got home. This is a roadway. You could see that most of it is just one lane each way. That was just a turnoff. And down here, you see all this space here? All this space? There's plenty of room to park on the side of the roads. And if they just put up a couple yellow cones over here, they got, there's a right of way going all the way back. They could have parked thousands of more people, because as it was, there was dozens and dozens of people being turned away. And this is where we were parking. I think, yeah, right in here. See this fence right here? Right in there. That's where we were parking. So they couldn't even park. We weren't even allowed to park outside of that. They couldn't park right over here. They could have made another row out here. But no, they were turning everybody around, going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth. This is where it was. This is where all these yellow cones were, right here. We could have even parked all along here. They could still watch the cars coming in and out, but they were turning us back and forth. So let me get where my video is. So here I am driving down the road.
Figure this out. I'm just heading back. It's ridiculous. It's one event I won't be going to ever.
Yeah, see, that's
know what the hell they're doing over here, but
loads of freaking room all over the place.
It's
Loads of room. Way is not like. Let me get out of this thing a second here. This highway, if you look at it, zoom out. It's not a big traveled highway. You see, this is 90 right here. The main highway goes the same way, right, as I-10. See this east-west, and there's 90. It's a secondary highway. It's not a major thoroughfare. There's Baker Correctional Institute in a Baker County work farm. Major lawn that there was like a right of way. You can park over there. There's major amounts of room. Now I didn't know that. Here's the historical battlefield right here. I didn't know this. You can get in this back way. This is the rest stop right here. So if you go to take this road down here, you can go right into it right here, or you can take this road and come this way. But then, if you park back here someplace, is somebody going to bust into your car because it's all out there in the woods? That's another thing. There's another thing I couldn't even tell from the map, but you see this? This is called 17 Mile Camp Road. It's actually that's the one going into the park, right? I could actually do a zoom in on it. There's a little secondary road going right here. Why couldn't they allow people to park all along this road? Because that road, if you look at it closer, that's not the Highway 90, which is not really a highway. It's a county road. It's a county road highway, one lane each way, and there's very little traffic out there. All the traffic would have been there was for the event. But one of those guys who was standing around there with all those yellow cones could have just made another, 500 feet of open space in a line very easily, and everybody could have parked. But dozens of people were being turned around. That was the. See, even right here, there's lots of room right here. That's like right away. That's not people's property. They could have parked right there, even near the event. Because I'm wondering. I was wondering. You see, I was wondering if it was deliberate, because I know a lot of people don't buy into that stuff. Sometimes they go, "That's you're just thinking crazy now." But you know what? The people that see this is the actual thing right here. See that cannon there? That's the park. People that are against this type of stuff, they're throwing monkey wrenches in the geel every way they possibly can, and they're very, very, very smart, shrewd people. They're very aggressive. They're very quick. Now, I know sometimes I don't really fit in exactly with the Southern Confederate crowd, because I'm kind of like fast, and I'm not saying fast is equated with smart, but I got that, fast-paced New York, New Jersey mentality, although I can't stand it up there because I know it's a bunch of crooks, but, but I think sometimes I see angles or I perceive angles quicker because I know how these demons think. And now, not saying that the cops directly had something to do, but they should have. This is what burns me up about people who work for the government. I don't care if you're law enforcement, whatever they are. They do not think outside what their job is. They're told to do something, and that's it. like an entrepreneur or something like that, man, they got to worry about everything. I mean, if the plumbing goes bad in their office or something, you know, it's like, oh, we could just shut down for today. We'll have to, you know, it's, hey, you're going to lose business. If this was, you know, if this was like the event planners, I almost guarantee you, this was not their fault. This is the first year they did this, and event planners did an outstanding job on this. This is a great event. It should be freaking easy to get to. It shouldn't be a hard time. Even this stuff with the yellow buses, I didn't really like that, but I would have got on the buses and done that stuff. It reminds me of get on the yellow footprints. Now get on the yellow bus and have a good time. Yeah, whatever. But the thing is, man, it burned me up because I drove 140 miles to this thing, and I'm driving back and forth, and I'm really tired as it was because I was working my ass off on stuff really, really late with the websites, and I'm running into this crap. I'm like, God, man, and I'm driving by loads of empty space, loads of it. Like here, you get on here. This is, yeah, see this? This was like right near by where the parking was. I think the parking was like just a little ways away from here. All this is government property here. I mean, you could have, you know, the county owns this stuff. They could have had a rows of cars over here for crying out loud. Way off, just need two guys or one guy over there with the directed traffic. You know what? If I had to go get the guy some Kool-Aid or some crap or an umbrella and give him a beach chair, fine, I'll do that. You know, for the cop or whatever the hell it is, so he's comfortable, fine. But, you know, for crying out loud, man, you know, somebody might have, what I'm suspecting is somebody specifically told them, keep all the cars only in this place, period. Somebody was very smart, very shrewd, and they knew that that was going to cause not the people to be turned away. And then once people are turned away from this event one time, see, my initial reaction is, I don't want to go to this thing again. That's my initial reaction, right? But the thing is, that's probably everybody else's initial reaction, because a lot of times people go to these reenactment events, they don't necessarily go to them every year. They might go once. A lot of times there's a lot of newbies at them, even though this event was running 41 years. So if you turn people away and they got a hard time getting in there, they're not going to go next year. See, that's why I'm suspecting there might be something going on with this. I know they would, if there was something going on, they're going to deny the hell out of it. But you know what? A freaking 3-year-old could freaking plan this damn crap better. What burned me up is that there's so much empty space on this road. This road is not, it's a one-laner each way. When you saw that double lane thing, that's because it goes into that facility over here. This is a one-lane road each way. The big traffic is going on I-10. This is not an interstate. This is just a freaking county highway, and it's in a very rural area. I mean, this is why the freaking Battlefield State Park is over here, because there's nothing around here. So, I'm suspecting something really. I don't know where they had the cars exactly again, but it might have been this place right here. See this fence-in thing? They didn't even allow them on the outside of the fence. I mean, you could have parked a bunch of cars right here like that and parked them all around the opposite side of the fence on the outside of the fence. I mean, to me, it's almost as if these police were given specific orders only inside this fence. And, you know, this isn't like downtown Orlando, Tampa, or New York, for crying out loud. You know, it's not like this fenced-in area is the only parking we got. You got all this. This is government crap right here. And as a matter of fact, even if this is private, all this going up to this, you see these telephone poles? Those aren't on private property. This is right away. This highway. Well, it's not even. It's a county road. Okay, it's sort of like a highway, and it's in a remote area. This right away is already planned, so this thing could be 3 lanes each way. This is only 1 lane each way. This is actually, this little extra lane right here is not really a lane. It's a turnoff going into this big facility over here, which has a lot of room right all around here. See? This is right across from the place. You think they can't let people park right here? This is all government stuff. You see what I mean? That's what was pissing me off. That's what then I dawned on me. There's only two things. This was deliberate, or somebody, they're so myopic in the way they think that they couldn't even, make a little command decision, which, makes me think, if there's ever an emergency in this nation, man, you better watch out with the authorities, man, because, holy smokes, man, they're scary. I avoid them. I mean, I don't even want to go fishing because, I got so much mistrust in some of this stuff. It's like if you catch a fish and it's too big, they'll put the fish on the fish stretcher. Stretch the thing out another 5 inches. They'll say, yeah, you caught it over the thing. Yeah, you're fine. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But, there always depends on who it is. But, the reality is, too, the more people you screw, the more you do while you're on the job, quote unquote, the better you look, right? So there's a lot of room here. You know what I mean? And if you see like I'm pulling in over here, all these cars, this guy's asking them, go up to the next place. There's only two places, right? One was 2 miles this way, one was 2 miles the other way. So he goes up there. I did this several times. So he goes up there. I turn around. See these cars? I could film this real quick because I don't know if you're supposed to film when you're driving. They'll give you a ticket or something. And then, how come you can't park over here? Right? How come, there's a lot of room. There's tons of room all down here. They wouldn't allow it. So, all these cars are backing up. All these cars are people. There's not just one person in a car. None of these people got in the event. And I was here 2 hours before the battle started. I wasn't getting there the last minute. So I was getting there about 1:30. The thing started 3:30. So now you know why I'm pissed? Now I'm also suspecting this was deliberate. This is not the event organizers. I guarantee the event organizers said, they were told, we'll take care of it. Somebody up there really, I don't think they screwed up. I think this was deliberate. This is beyond ludicrous to me, through all the room they had. So anyway, over that, I want to explain that further because I don't want people thinking I was just pissed off that I couldn't get in there, but I'm pissed off because I'm suspicious. I'm smelling something up, and if nothing was up, boy, these people are freaking really incompetent. It's ridiculous. And this is not the event people. It's the government people. It's not the event people. I want to emphasize that because the event people were told, like, we got to control, what's going on, the traffic of going on the quote unquote highway, which is like one lane each way, totally straight, no blind curves. No blind curves on this highway at all. This highway? Yeah, it's a highway, right? It's totally straight, no hills, no trees like crowded in right up on it where the trees are growing over the highway, no curves, no nothing. You could see all the way down it for like a freaking mile. It's not like you're going to pull out in the road on a blind curve or on a hill or something, somebody's coming over a hill. It's like, it wouldn't even be that unsafe just to let anybody park on the side of the road. You know what I mean? There's no other traffic coming down this road hardly at all because the east-west, the I-10, the real interstate, is only like a mile, not even a mile, but freaking, maybe less than half a mile away from it. It runs east-west, the same east-west as US 90. This is just going through a couple small towns and stuff. Real small towns. So, I don't know. The safety factor. Yeah, well, they must have freaking turned back hundreds of people. I know they got most of them in there, but they turned down definitely dozens of loads of loads of people just when I was there. I went back and forth on this thing like 4 times. 4 times one way, 4 times the other way. And after a while, after driving 140 miles, and I'm thinking, I'm not going to even get in this place. And it wasn't because who the hell was getting out of the parking lot to get in there? It wasn't like I was the next guy to get in there, like we were taking turns or something. All these people were trying to get in there, so I wasn't going to get in there. I was doing that for an hour, just driving back and forth. So you know, I'd get in there after the battle's over. That's great. You know, so anyway, I'm smelling something up with this. You know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Because even if I'm wrong, it still doesn't smell good. It shows you how incompetent the government is. This was not the event planners doing this. The event planners, they need to know about this crap because somebody up there is, I think they're playing shrewd games with them, or else they're just dumb as all hell. And, you know, like if that was me, I was giving the orders to if I was out with a politician, you know, I'll never beat a politician because I don't work for Bloomberg, but you know what I mean, Mikey? And the thing is, if I was the politician giving the orders, I'd tell the police, you know, you got a room, make sure everybody's got a freaking place to park. For crying out loud, you got a million freaking tons of room. You got room across the street. What the hell? It's all freaking government properties right away for the highway. You're not going to hurt the grass. It wasn't raining out. It wasn't muddy. This is all. There's no gully here, nothing. You can just pull off the side of the road. It's nice and flat. They don't do it. Anyway, over and out.